I'm Elle.
Elle.
My real name is Lindsay Holloman.
So where are you from and where'd you grow up?
I am from Marysville, Washington. Little itty
I am so sorry about that.
Small town, huge high school.
Is that where you grew up?
That's where I grew up.
No kidding, really?
Yeah.
So you're like a small town girl all the way.
I am a small town girl all the way.
Who's your hero and why?
My mother is my hero for sure.
Your mother, why?
She is the most driven, most successful person I know, and I have learned probably the most I know from her.
Right on.
And next to her, it would be my owner of my company, Roger. He has been a great mentor to me and has
That's Roger.
put some finishing touches on me that have really molded me into the person I'm.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So what does Elle like to do outside of work?
Elle likes to have fun.
Doing what?
I like to go out with my friends. I love going out to eat, new restaurants, just being goofy. In the summer, I'm an avid wakeboarder. I love anything.
Wakeboarding?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Love anything to do with water.
I would have never guessed it.
I love it.
Wakeboarding?
Hauling ass on my wakeboard.
Hauling ass on the wakeboard, right on.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you decide to become a hairdresser out of all the things you dreamed about doing?
I don't know, I loved it. First time I cut hair, which was probably when I was fifth or
The
sixth
first time
grade.
you did hair, you thought, wow, this is it.
Yeah. I just knew that's what I wanted to do since I was probably 17.
What aspect? Why?
Well, at what aspect? After I went to my first international beauty show when I was in beauty school, and sat there and watched a KMS show, probably I was in so much awe. That's when I decided I wanted to be a designer, for sure. I was just like starstruck after watching them do updos and cut hair, and I knew that I wanted to cut hair. Like I was super driven.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing hair for 12 years.
12 years. What do you love most about doing hair? Being a hairdresser.
It's never the same thing from day to day, and you have no idea what to expect.
You know, that's my answer, and nobody ever says that. What do you like least about doing a hairdresser? Being a hairdresser.
Resistance from clients, I guess.
Resistance from clients. Are you a control freak?
No.
What do you mean,
Just
resistance
when they
from
will
clients?
just trust you and let you just run with it and go with it.
So it's not letting them do what you want to do.
Yeah, when it's not natural, I guess.
To build that up. So what is the best success story of your career?
Best success story of my career.
Something that puts you on cloud nine and makes you think, wow, I'm glad I'm doing this.
I think the day that I was made one of the leaders of our session styling team, that was a proud moment for me, and I knew that I had definitely risen to be something separate from others and more successful, and just I had a purpose and I got to lead others. So
the purpose-driven thing is what makes you feel
and to influence others. That my influence actually matters.
Yeah, and it does. So what's your biggest failure that you learned the most valuable lesson from?
Sometimes that you think you know it all. Getting comfortable.
Getting comfortable. So what does that mean? What's your biggest failure? I mean, knowing and all that's a thing, but it's like, what's an event? What was the biggest thing that happened to you that you felt like a failure that then you learned something from that helped you succeed later on?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because you only learn from success from failure, so I'm sure there was some kind of a client situation that I failed in. I can't nail one down.
One doesn't stand in your mind, and man, I really screwed up. I wish I would have done that.
Yeah, probably. There was a foil I did a couple months ago that I thought I had nailed it, and turns out it was the farthest thing from the truth. And in my consultation, I completely didn't listen to her, and you know.
So that was your learning experience, communication and learning to listen.
Like, what do you do? What are you doing in hair if you don't listen to your clients?
That's right. What's the funniest client story?
Probably my first day I worked at 7. I think I hosed down my first 3 clients, and you know, it's like, how long have I been doing hair? And it's the most embarrassing, awkward
like
thing.
hose them down with the
yeah,
water
like
while you shampoo
fully
them.
hose them down, and we're all laughing, and it's great. And
why? Are you nervous or something? Or?
Well, no, I
You
just didn't know how to work our shampoo bowls.
Oh, okay.
It was ridiculous.
I've done that before too. Tell us about the time when you made a difference in a client's life through your services you provide.
Actually, I can nail this one on the head. My client, Molly Campbell, you know her husband, Glenn Campbell, that comes into our salon all the time.
Is that Glenn Campbell, the singer?
No, he's just one of my most faithful clients. I've been doing this couple for 10 years. And
Oh, Glenn? With
yeah,
the, oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Recently, she came in and she's going to go through chemo and lose all of her hair. So she came in to, she's always had very beautiful, long, just gorgeous, naturally curly hair. And she wanted me to cut it all off so she could go through chemo. And so I give her this really cute little pixie haircut that's, you know, just really fun and flippy and wispy and kind of shaggy. And after I get done and I product in it, it's all styled, and she just looks in the mirror and looks at me and she's like, I fucking hate it. And I'm like, I hate it too. And she's like, I wasn't meant to have short hair. And she's crying and I'm crying, and it was a very moving experience. But she called me the next day and said, I love the haircut.
So it wasn't you, it was just the fact that she was going through
it wasn't me, it was
what
just what we had to go through together, and it was a very moving experience.
So tell us a horror story about a time when things went all wrong with a client.
Oh, it was one of the times when we were first getting Farmisi into the salon, and we had one of the educators there, and she was helping me out. And I turned my clients, I lifted her roots, and then the educator was helping me, and with her help, we somehow managed to turn my client's hair completely green. Completely green. Green, like as in grass. And somehow managed to get it back to full, like, caramel brown hair color, but...
So how do your clients and friends see you, perceive you? Who do they think Elle is? When they see Elle, who is Elle to them?
My client today told me she thought I was very ambitious and an overachiever, so I don't know. I think they think I'm very fashion forward and really helpful with hair and kind of push them to the next level.
So how do you see yourself compared to that?
I see myself as somebody who has really, really good work ethic and very driven, and I try to be pushing my clients to the next level always. I try to be up there with everybody.
So at the end of it all, once everything's said and done and you're old and decrepit, what do you want to be remembered for?
What do I want to be remembered for?
Well, who do you want to be remembered for? People think about you, they think, Elle was, wow, I used to love Elle because of this.
She made a difference in my life.
Right on. Cool. So now, like everybody else, you got to get up and shake it for us a little bit. Show us a little move. Come on.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah!